Hi guys, and of course, Bolt Action fans. So we're going to have a quick discussion about Bolt Action 3rd edition, which is due for release September 24 on the Warlord community website about Bolt Action 3rd edition, which is dated back in April 17, which is when they first announced that they were going to do a 3rd edition. Now, I initially read this and thought, yep, that's fine. There's been not much more information about 3rd edition. However, in this article, it does state some of the changes that are going to be, and some of the things that are not going to change at all are going to stay exactly the same. So what I'll do is I'm going to scroll down through the article, but what I'll do is I will take screenshots and I will put them up on the screen for you to see, so you're not watching me doing shaky hand cam and you get to see at least some static information. So the article is quite big. I'll just scroll down through it. So there we go. At the beginning is just a bit of chaff on the writer and etc. And then we go through and we've got frequently asked questions down there. So we're going to do the frequently asked questions bit first. So the first one is, can I still use my current models and armies? And of course it's Bolt Action. It's got to be Second World War. You've got to be able to use your same miniatures. So yes, you can use your current armies. And then next one is, what about my rule books? So obviously there's going to be a new 3rd edition rulebook, which will succeed the 2nd edition rulebook, but all the armies of books are going to be defunct, not used no more. And the new main rulebook will contain army lists, so you can do forces for Great Britain, US, Russia, Germany and Imperial Japan, and other nations will be getting lists in a PDF which you can be able to download. Now it doesn't say whether you're going to have to pay for those PDFs or whether they're going to be a free download. I don't know. That's not one of the items that it's come up with. So all the current army books are going to be defunct, not used. Now obviously there's still a source of background and information. So I know Warlord, if you go on currently, you can get the Soviet army book for £5 because Warlord are trying to sell them off. I don't know if they're doing the same with all of the army books, but if you just want them for a bit of reference and background, you can't complain for £5 for an army book. Now it also says here that the campaign and theatre books will remain valid. Obviously for the background and scenarios and not change it. It's a set of rules to play a game set in World War II. So obviously the background, scenarios and the campaign books don't actually change because it's history. That's what happened. However, it says the units will be updated and addressed in the new armies of books. Now, I'm hoping they're going to go back to, if you've got the original campaign books, like say Battleground Europe, etc., then in those campaign books, they give you the background, they give you the scenarios, but when it mentioned the forces involved, what they actually said was, pick your force from X list in the armies of book. And I'm hoping they're going to go back to doing that, because then the Battleground Europe campaign book doesn't need to change because it still refers to the army list and the armies of book, whereas some of the later ones with the theatre selectors and all that will have different army lists. I don't know how that's going to work. And it says, next one is, do we need any different dice, tokens or templates? And the short answer is no. It's exactly the same. I'm going to use D6s, pin markers, the multifunction template, and order dice. So the order dice is still in. I guess that's the main part. So 3rd edition is still going to use the order dice, etc. And then it's got will there be any further books or FAQ released for 2nd edition? And the short answer is no. But the 3rd edition coming out, they're not going to do anything else to 2nd edition now. Basically, you're running on an outdated, defunct set of rules. We're still playing 2nd edition, but they're not going to update it or anything. It's just going to be, you play it until a new version comes out. And then it says at the bottom there, is there anything else I should know right now? And it just says, that's all you're going to get on this article, but it says there will be bolt action updates which will start in July. So next month we should start getting updates on bolt action 3rd edition. So I'll have to stay tuned to the Warlord website, community site, whatever, and see what you have to say. Now, so that's dealing with the similarities. So basically, it's very similar, according to that, to 2nd edition. However, when you go up here, it says a brand new, completely reworked army list selection system provides fantastic new opportunities for fielding truly unique forces, while the new scenario generator brings fun, challenging and new missions to the tabletop. Now, scenario generator means, to me, it's going to be something like roll a d6. On a roll of 1, you do table quarters. On a 2, you do across the table. On 3, it's lengthwise. And then you roll again for the type of battle you're going to do. So it could be like a take and hold, a pitched battle where you just fight. So that could be what that's going to be. We'll have to wait and see. But that's what my speculation is. It's going to be sort of that sort of thing. So you roll dice on tables to generate your scenarios. And then the other bit was, Army list selection system provides fantastic new opportunities for fielding truly unique forces. This is the one I'm a bit concerned about, because the way bolt action is now, you have a generic platoon, and what happens is, in that generic platoon you have specific things. Everyone is exactly the same, whether you're playing Germany, US, Soviets, all the same. You can take it 1 HQ, you can take 2 troops as your compulsory, then you can take another 3 or 4 infantry, 1 machine gun, 1 mortar, 1 howitzer, 1 tank, 1 transport for each infantry unit you've got. It's set. Now, being able to field truly unique forces, it's got me a bit concerned. Does this mean that instead of taking HQ and 2 troops and then the rest of the stuff you have to take infantry, etc., what if it's HQ 2 troops and then everything else is 0 to 5? So instead of taking HQ 2 troops and then having to take another 3 or 4 infantry sections, well, we can take HQ 2 troops and 5 mortar teams, or 5 armoured cars, or 3 tanks, or even worse, a German player bringing HQ, 2 infantry sections and 5 Nebelwerfers. This is the bit that's got me a bit worried about it. Being a fantastic opportunity for fielding truly unique forces, that's got me worried. But again, we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully they will bring out more information regarding this later on, and during the month of July. But at the moment, that's the one thing that's got me a bit concerned. bolt action, the way it is, maintains balance by everybody being able to sort of pick identical forces. Yes, the composition is slightly different, with different units involved, whether you choose a medium, light or heavy tank, or 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry, but it's all basically the same. This opportunity for fielding truly unique forces has got me a bit concerned, because I'm not sure whether it's going to mean you can, maybe every item on there is going to be whereas 0 to 3 instead of 0 to 1. So you could take 3 snipers, you could take 3 armoured cars, you could take 3 howitzers or 3 Nebelwerfers. It's got me a bit concerned. Anyway, that's it for this little rant and my thoughts on Bolt Action 3rd edition. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and put a comment below on what you think fielding new opportunities for fielding truly unique forces means. It has got me concerned. Thanks very much for listening. See you all next time.